All right, guys, we are live. Getting ready to go here with Deontay Wilder and Dominic Breazeale. They're getting ready to step in the ring here soon. And it's me and Beeb here. We'll be calling the fight somewhat here. Just watching the fight and seeing what unfolds. And we'll let you guys watch with us. So we'll see how it goes here.
Don't blink. This fight's going to be over before Jimmy Lennon finishes the introductions.
How dare you? You're showing him no respect.
I don't know. I hope I'm wrong.
Wow. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope it's a good fight. But I'm not real optimistic.
Little 10 count for Harold Letterman.
There you go.
Thought it was nice what Steve Farhood did. He gave him a shout out when he was announcing his scorecard for some of the fights earlier.
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty nice. That was a nice thing to do. Cool. Notorious says Eric Chocolorta is live.
Live, baby.
Wilder looks like Michael Jackson. So they just did a 10 count for Harold Letterman here. What?
There are a lot of people there, Eric. Can you tell if it's crowded?
I don't know. I heard 9,000 tickets. I heard 9,000 tickets had been sold.
Wow.
But I don't. I mean, who knows what it is now? You know.
Let's see if Wilder jumps right on him from the beginning. It'll be interesting to see how this fight starts off.
I think like I said, man, I think it's going to be a decent fight. I think it's going to end in a knockout, but I think it's going to be a decent fight while it lasts. We'll see.
I just remember watching that Breazeale Joshua fight and seeing him get hit with so many right hands. That was like a red flag for me.
How is this sound? Can everybody hear us okay? Out there in the chat? Maybe, maybe not. Anyone? Bueller? All right, so trouble. Dominic Breazeale is on his way to the ring here. Jimmy Lennon just introduced him. It's going to be the lamb coming out to slaughter here. All right, Raphael Dawkins, perfect. He said the sound is okay. Sounds great. Thank you so much. Salute to everybody in the chat for joining us. Claudia Montreal, salute. Corey Lee, salute. Notorious VC, salute. Raphael Dawkins, salute. DJ Georgie Porgy, the man, the people's champ, salute.
Everybody's here.
Everybody's here. Jacob Roberts, salute. Jacob Roberts is pricking Breazeale by KO.
No way.
Jacob Roberts going out on the limb. I love it. Juan Flores, salute. He says, may the best man win. Trouble coming out. What? I don't know. Is it me or like when you look at Breazeale, he's got like, I don't know. I don't know if it's his demeanor, it's his face. He just looks nervous to me all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe that's just his normal appearance.
Yeah,
it just could be.
I can't get a read on this guy. You know what I mean? I don't know if he's confident or if he's not confident. Just how to figure him out.
He's not.
When he talks, he sounds so scripted. He sounds so scripted when he talks. You know what I mean?
He does. But so does Wilder, though. I mean, when he's talking real slow and talking about how I'm gonna, murder this guy and this and that. I mean, So
he was on a lot of shows this week, Wilder. He did the rounds.
Yeah, which is nice.
Actually on CBS too.
Was he on the? He hasn't been on any of the big shows though, has he? He hasn't been on like.
He's been on one of the night shows. I forget that English guy there, the heavy set English guy. He's been on his show a few times.
You like that guy?
It's all right.
He's your boy. You know he's your boy. You know he's your boy.
It's not the greatest.
You know he's your boy. Why are you lying?
Okay, if you say so. Let's see if Virgil Hunter whispers sweet nothings to him in the corner tonight.
I forgot. You know what? I forgot about that since yesterday. That's right. Virgil Hunter's train. I'm taking Wilder in like 3.
And people were jumping on us for like being skeptical about the new trainer and stuff.
I saw that, man.
Remember that?
You know what though? Like when I listen to Virgil Hunter talk, he knows what he's talking about.
Of course,
he does. I mean, listen, you don't get this far in the pro ranks as a trainer and everything like without knowing what you're talking about, right? But I don't. What's been the cutoff with this dude, man? What's been the cutoff? How come he hasn't been successful with anybody else but Wilder?
Good question.
Not Wilder, but what in the world is going on here? You catching this action, son?
What is this?
Like contortionist, leading Deontay Wilder out.
I don't like this.
Gas mask. Yeah, I bet you do. What in the world is this? What is? Oh my goodness. Do you think this qualifies for train wreck of the week?
No. Don't be a hater.
Don't be a hater.
What is my reaction to Ayesha Curry? I don't know.
Who's Ayesha Curry?
Is that Deontay Wilder's woman?
D-Style, thanks for joining us, man. Thanks for listening in. Georgie was right. Dude, Georgie was right.
Ayesha Curry, Deontay Wilder's woman. Dude, you guys aren't even live in the chat. Like respond to questions here. Interact.
Yeah.
Oh, Steph Curry?
Steph Curry's lady? I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know, dude.
That's a random question.
What in the world was that, boy? Wilder does look like Michael Jackson coming out.
Yeah,
he looks like a big version. He does.
Oh, Steph Curry's wife? I don't know. I never really thought about it. That's a weird question out of the blue. She was in the news this week for what? What'd she do?
Hey, ALL Boxing says we need to yank that wrench from Georgie.
That ain't happening.
Georgie's people's champ, son.
I'm hating on Georgie, everybody. I'm tired of it. Look at
looks like he's straight out of Thriller, son.
Yeah, I'll have to Google that because I didn't hear about that story.
What?
Apparently, Steph Curry's wife must have said something controversial. I don't know about it.
He barely got over the top rope, son. He almost tripped. Wow, it looks straight out of like a Thriller video in Game of Thrones.
Let Dominic win. That ain't happening.
What?
Georgie said, please let Dominic win. And I said, that ain't happening.
Yeah, no, that ain't going down, son. That's a crazy outfit he's wearing.
Yeah.
255 and a quarter, man. That's a lot. That's a big difference.
People are focusing on that weight, but like I said, like that was always his weight, except for his last 2 fights he came in light, and one of the fights he was sick in. Who knows why he came in light for Fury, but 223 is about what he's been pretty much his whole career. I don't know why everyone's making such a big deal about this weight.
I thought it was around 212 or something like that.
All you got to do is box wreck him. I remember All you gotta do is look at like there's only 2 fights that he came in like 212 and 214. All his other fights he was like 219, 220, 222, 223.
Yeah.
Then he was 228 and 229 for a few of them.
Notorious said that Wilder was even up on the Ortiz fight. The judges will protect the Wilder Joshua fight. You know what? And he shouldn't have been up on that. He really shouldn't have been. That was definitely a bad judging right there.
That's why Breazeale definitely needs a knockout.
Yeah, probably.
I think
Unless
Wilder's going to knock him out. Wilder's going to knock him out in the second round. That's my prediction. I'm sticking with it.
Wow.
Wilder looks good. The funny thing about Wilder is he looks like leaner on fight night than he does at the weigh-in. That's the most crazy thing. And they even said like the last fight, the Fury fight, when he weighed in 212, he ended up like weighing like 208 or something the night of the fight. He actually loses weight the night of the fight. That's crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, that is nuts. But he always looks solid though. You know what I mean? It's not like he's got a lot of flab on him or.
Well, you didn't hear that he lost weight the night of the fight, in the Fury fight?
No.
Yeah, they said that. I was listening to an interview today.
Probably were throwing up nervous. Dropping them weight. All right, it's about to go down here in a minute. Leonard just announced.
Virgil Hunter looks terrified. He's a trainer and he looks scared.
His boy's getting murked.
That's nuts.
His boy's getting murked. Georgie's taking Breazeale.
Georgie's funny.
Georgie.
He says, what type of demonic ritual custom is Wilder dressing on?
Hey, Georgie, we going with a pie bet on this one, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're going with a pie bet. Yeah, we're going with a pie bet.
That's hilarious.
Wilder's a big guy, man. I tell you what, one of his hands is about 2 of mine. I remember shaking his hand at one time.
Yeah.
Man, his hand just dwarfs mine. It's insane. That guy's huge. Yeah, he shut that down quick, didn't he?
Yeah. Yes, Carlton. Here we go. Here we go with the questions now.
Right.
This guy always interviews me.
Carlton?
Mm-hmm.
What's he asking?
Well, he puts Beeb. That when he puts Beeb in the chat like that, that means he's getting ready to ask me a question.
I see.
Everyone is scared, aren't they, Beeb?
That's so weak when he does that. You know, when he like cocks, like he's got a 12 gauge in his hand, he like cocks his hands or whatever.
Is everyone scared when they get in the ring? Probably.
Yeah, you always got the butterflies, you know. I mean,
for everybody.
Yeah, it's just like public. I mean, you always got the butterflies. I mean, I don't like Breazeale's body language, man. I got to be honest. I don't like his body language at all. We're not going to know until he actually catches a couple of shots. You know what I mean? Until he gets tagged a couple times, and then we'll figure it out. You know. Dwayne M said he's got the fight ending by 7.
I got it ended by 2.
Oh, how dare you? All right, here we go. Round 1. Bell rings. Water coming out, son. Some weak jabs being thrown here. Water is so off balance, even when he throws a jab. Did you notice that? Look at that.
Because his feet, look how wide his feet are. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So wide.
Ooh, he just threw a big right hand, missed. It was a nice right hand, though.
I thought he was going to come out like he came out in the Stavern fight. Oh, Wilder's actually backing up.
Yeah. The footwork. I tell you what, Breazeale is got to keep that left hand in when he throws that jab. He's got to put his shoulder up or something like that and try to block whatever's coming next. Because if he leaves his hand out there too long, Wilder will counter with that right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That's what I told you about that lazy
Big
jab.
swing and a miss by
That lazy jab from Breazeale.
Yep.
See how
Wilder
he just he pushes it out there and then he drops it down by his waist afterwards.
Yeah. Oh. Right hand clip Breazeale. Oh, that was solid.
Oh my God. He's getting pummeled in the corner here.
You better hang on. Oh, he just clipped him with a right. He hurt Wilder. It looked like he hurt Wilder.
God. He came back and landed on Wilder.
Yeah, he sure did.
Wow. Wilder just like unleashed a barrage of right hands and pushed Breazeale in the corner. And Breazeale actually fought out of the corner.
He put him right on the temple, too. That shook him.
I think that hurt Wilder.
It absolutely hurt him.
He's a little shaken.
He's hurt, son.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine this? Oh, he's done. Right hand, it's over. No Undertaker here. No Undertaker here.
He's out.
It's over. I told you it wasn't going to go 2 rounds.
He's out.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God.
Him,
and this guy went 7 rounds with Anthony Joshua.
Wow. Yeah, that was a while ago, though, son.
I'll cut it out. I don't want to hear
It
it.
was a while ago. What you want to do?
It was 2 years ago. Stop.
Come on, son.
He's out. He's out.
Get him to smelling salt.
This is bananas.
He got murked, son.
So much for the live commentary. This is the shortest video ever.
Wow.
Look at Dawkins is coming to Joshua saying that was 2 years ago.
I told you.
You can't talk bad about my boy Joshua.
I told you I didn't think he could last any he wasn't going to last 12 rounds.
This was the mandatory challenge ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know.
Robert just texted me. He said, if that's not a statement, I don't know what is. That's insane. He just
what's he saying to Mauricio Suleiman?
Who? Wilder?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I told you this fight wasn't going past 2 rounds. Why don't you ever listen to the Beeb?
Listen to the Beeb.
Stop listening to the Beeb.
The Beeb. Only one that calls you the Beeb is Lois.
Don't stop making fun of her now. She's not here right now.
She's back in the closet.
Enough. No misogyny.
Misogyny.
Let's see what this post-fight interview entails. That was a vicious knockout.
That was cold-blooded, boy.
He's telling Mauricio, I told you I wasn't going to kill him. I told you it was all talk. I wasn't really going to kill him.
They're showing the whole fight again.
Oh, my God.
Could have made a commercial out of that fight.
Oh, my God.
Dawkins just said this is what happens when you step over.
Let's take a look at the right hand Breazeale lands.
Okay. Go the other way. Yeah, he clips him. He clips him, and he goes to the corner, and then he clipped him again. He clipped Wilder. Wilder was hurt.
I like this view they're showing too, the overhead, because now we can actually see the punches land, how they land. Wilder's getting a little better with his hook, huh? He's starting to snap and turn that hook over. Oh, there's the right hand.
See, we're on a delay here. Like you're just a little bit ahead of me here.
That's all right.
You're 5 seconds ahead of me.
We'll get over it. Wow, look at that right hand.
Oh.
Boom, boom, boom.
All right, there he goes to the corner, and then all of a sudden, Breazeale unloads. Bam! That hit him right on the – I think that hit him right on the temple. He was hurt.
Yeah, he held.
Because he backed up, and then he kept backing up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Your boy Virgil Hunter. Boy got stripped again.
George, you don't get copyright strikes if you don't show the video or you play the sound. So.
Because that right. Nah.
This was the guy that lasted 7 rounds with Anthony Joshua. Can you imagine?
Can't do combat math, son. Doesn't work.
Sure you can.
Can't do combat math. Doesn't work.
Doesn't
work, son.
I've explained this to you before.
Many times.
Ali had problems with Ken Norton and Joe Frazier. Why? Because they're both inside fighters, right? So certain fighters have trouble with certain styles.
Refuse to entertain it.
Styles make fights.
Where did he clip him? Hey, B, where'd that final right hand clip him at? Let me see here. They're gonna show it again.
Top of the head.
Right on the top.
It didn't even land on the chin.
Your boy just crumbled.
Oh, that one landed on the chin. That one did. Oh, look at him. Look at him.
Wow. He was out cold, boy. He was out, man. Said he should have sold advertising on the bottom of his shoes.
That guy's got like the most deadly punch in the sport of boxing, that right hand.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. But he's such a flawed fighter, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what kills you. He's such a flawed fighter, man. That's what makes him exciting, though. You know?
We all have flaws.
What?
I said we all have flaws.
Did you say he don't have flaws?
I said we all have flaws.
Well, yeah, we all have. Yeah, we all have flaws. I mean, that's the thing, though. But that's what makes him exciting. You know what I mean?
No, I know.
Because it could really go either way. That's the fun part about it. That's why you got to watch him. Because if he doesn't catch you with a shot, you know, I mean.
Thank you, Georgie. Keep deleting this guy. Just keep timing this guy out. See if we can block this guy.
Yeah.
With the jackass trying to post links in here.
Yeah.
Get this guy out of here. Thank you so much, Georgie. Glad we have you moderating here.
Dwayne M., I think it was 7 rounds.
Yeah, 7 rounds.
I think it was 7 rounds.
Yeah, it was.
It was still complete demolition, too. Just systematic. Boom. Conscious said, till this day. To this day.
Till this day. Does Anthony Joshua get up from that right hand?
Huh?
Does Anthony Joshua get up from that right hand?
Man, I'll tell you what, I don't know too many people that get up from that right hand. That's for sure. Can he land the right hand? No. That I don't know. He's not about to call AJ out.
Not going to call AJ out.
He may be going to fight, yeah. Let's hear what he says here.
Pumped up now. Look at this.
He's just thanking his team and stuff like that right now. He says,
Who's next? Ortiz?
I don't know. Joel Lopez is bringing up God now, but he also talks about taking a life in the ring. He's right. I told you it was all character.
Yeah.
Did he just ask him about Joshua, or what is he talking about here?
Oh, Fury first.
That all the fights are in discussion.
Yeah.
You think the Fury fight happens next?
No.
I don't either. What fight is he talking about is going to happen?
All the big fights. He's talking about he just said all the big fights are gonna happen.
He ain't calling anybody out. Joe Lopez says more stalling Mayweather and Pacquiao all over again. Yep. Problem is, though, Wilder's getting older. Wilder's the oldest of them all. So he's getting older, nobody else. So I don't know, man. Fanboy Killer says, well, Virgil Hunter's got to be one of the worst trainers in boxing. I told you. Told you, son. This boy's always getting knocked out.
Jim Gray's grilling him here. He's telling him he's got to fight these guys, or no, he's not going to be remembered.
Good things come to those who wait. Man, get out of here. Good point, Joe Lopez.
Yeah, it's not Hunter.
He just laid that boy out.
You blame Hunter for that.
Huh?
So you can't blame Hunter for that.
Man, can't blame Hunter for what?
Breazeale,
He's the one that got him ready. Man, come on, man.
We think what's Hunter going to go in there and throw the punches for him?
At least get a game plan together.
Oh, come on. Game plan. You just there's no way he was going to win that fight.
You just throw punches. Yeah. I mean, look, I didn't think he was going to win the fight, but and I didn't like it. I told you in the beginning, man, I didn't like his body language coming out here.
Oh no.
What?
Luis Ortiz is in the ring now. He just got a pound, a handshake, and a hug from Deontay Wilder. So he's probably fighting.
Yeah. Well, Ortiz looked like he put on some weight, son. Did you see him?
Oh, look at this. They're hugging. This is good. This is nice now. I love this. This is what it's all about.
I like that.
Oh, Breazeale doesn't want to talk. Now they're interviewing Ortiz.
Breazeale, you want to talk after getting starched like that?
Yeah, of course.
You don't want to talk either. Can't talk to somebody who's been knocked out like that.
I'm a good sport.
He got pasted, son. Dude, listen, man.
He looks gigantic.
He is way out of shape, son.
I don't want to see that rematch, man.
Dude, that's why he didn't take that Joshua fight.
Why did he pass up the money that Joshua offered him for this Wilder fight that he's going to make significantly less? I don't know.
Well, two things here you got to think about is, number one, we don't even know if he's going to get the Wilder fight. If that Tyson Fury fight pans out, he ain't getting the Wilder fight. But number two, did you see him? That's why he can't get. Dude, he is way out of shape, son.
Oh, Deontay Wilder's on the list.
Wow, look at that.
Nine successful defenses.
Look at Larry Holmes, 20 successful defenses, boy. How bad was Larry?
25. Holmes? Imagine defending the title 25 times.
Yeah, look who he was defending it against, though.
Come on, stop being a hater.
Bum of the Month Club, son. That's what they called him, the Bum of the Month Club.
Don't be a hater.
Raphael Dawkins said Ortiz is pregnant.
So look at some of these guys. Wilder's knocking out.
I'm not. Hey, you're preaching to the choir, son. I don't think he's the top heavyweight of all time. Who had better defenses, Lennox Lewis or Deontay Wilder?
Lennox
Come on, man. Right?
Yeah. How much will they charge for Wilder Joshua pay-per-view when it happens? That's $100. No question.
It's gonna be free on the zone. What are you talking about? Yeah, $100.
It's not gonna be on the zone.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah, $100. Post-fight press conference. All right, so what are we doing, Beeb? Are we going to go to Take 5 and then go to a post-fight show, or what are we doing here?
Well, I mean, there's not really much we can talk about for a 2-round fight, right? I mean, you want to go live again? I'll do a post-fight with you if you want.
Doesn't matter to me, man. We can just do it here too. I mean,
let's just do it here. Let's just do a quick one here.
Let's keep going here, man.
Let's keep going.
Yeah.
So it looks like the rumors of Ortiz and Konaki are the next two opponents for Wilder. That's the rumor.
Yeah.
And seeing as how Ortiz was in the ring, it looks like he's going to get a rematch. Possibly. I hope I'm
That's
wrong.
what it looks like. Yeah, I hope you're wrong too, man. But that is what it looks like. I mean, I don't understand. Like he's got Fury out there. He's got Joshua. They don't seem interested. Listen, man, they don't seem interested in Joshua at all. Am I wrong here? I mean, am I missing something here? He doesn't seem interested in Joshua at all.
Let me ask you this. Could a Fury Joshua fight happen before a Wilder Joshua fight in a Wilder Fury rematch?
Absolutely. Absolutely could.
Right?
In England? I mean, you know how big that fight is? I think it sell out a stadium over there.
So if Wilder already has his next two fights supposedly scheduled, or not even scheduled, but planned, then I mean, what the fuck, right?
Yeah.
Like
Pointless.
Fury. Now even Bob Arum was saying that Fury's got he's going to line up 2 more opponents to Fury too. So it seems like right now Joshua's the only one that really wants the smoke now. I guess he seems to be the only enthusiastic one right now.
He's the only one. Yeah.
So
I think that's the thing, man. It's like I don't know. I mean, none of these guys want to fight. Joshua's the only one.
yeah.
And what's that tell you?
I mean, in the beginning, like Joshua's starting to see now that this fight's big now.
Yeah. Well, it's getting bigger.
Could you make an argument that Wilder is either the 3rd or 4th most popular boxer in the world?
No.
Well, why not? Canelo, Joshua, and who else? Who's more popular than Wilder after Canelo and Joshua? Who?
I don't know.
Not Golovkin. Because Golovkin, what did Golovkin do on pay-per-view?
No, you know what? Well, I don't know, man.
You could make an argument that Wilder's the 3rd most popular fighter. Pacquiao, because Pacquiao's active. So
Crawford.
No, they're not more popular than Wilder. Crawford? No way.
You don't think so?
Did you see his last fight, pay-per-view wise? How many buys did compared to Wilder's buys? Not even close. I would say it's Canelo, Joshua, Pacquiao, and Wilder. Wilder's like the 4th most popular fighter.
Yeah, what about Pacquiao? Yeah, I was gonna say Pacquiao, Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia.
They're not more popular than Wilder.
Those guys.
They're not more popular. They're not more popular than Wilder.
Tyson Fury.
Not worldwide.
Son, come on. Like, okay, look. If this fight would have been on pay-per-view, which they were talking about, you think that outdoes that? How many buy rates do you think this gets?
So if Fury's fight with Schwartz was on pay-per-view, what do you think would happen?
Tom Schwartz, that's a big name guy.
Wilder's at least in the top 5 most popular boxers in the world right now.
I'll give you that. Yeah, he is. I'll give you that. So, yeah, I think so too.
So I mean, I think he's doing well for himself right now. He opened up a store. Doing good.
What?
He opened up a store. He's got his own clothing line now.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
I heard him talking about something like that. I thought he was talking about like his merch or something like that.
Yeah, he's got a store. So what did Mauricio Suleiman do? What was the reprimand, Mauricio?
You, man, come on. You know he didn't reprimand.
Of course not.
And I told you he's just playing a character, man. You can see it after the fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right. You were right, Eric. The more I thought about it, I was gonna tell you tonight that I think you were right too.
You go to bed? All right, Dad. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah.
It got a lot of attention too. Like a lot of. This is another thing now too, because he said that. You see how many mainstream media sources like were writing stories about it and talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, it accomplished what they wanted to accomplish.
So yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Kobar says Mauricio is a politician.
Yeah. Yeah, I believe that too. I believe that too. Because I mean,
no, Jason's sounding like me. It's
why?
the other way around.
Hey, Dad.
Jason sounds like me. It's the other way around.
He just went downstairs. He said, Georgie said, why is your dad younger than you? Because it's funny, man. Everybody mistakes us for brothers.
They just had Wilder on Sky too. Why was Wilder on Sky? Like, why was Sky interviewing Wilder?
Yeah, he doesn't want AJ, man. And you know what? I'll be honest with you, man. If I was Wilder, I wouldn't want him either. I don't think he beats AJ. I think AJ's just too well rounded, man. AJ's
I would favor AJ too.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, man.
But I mean, I still have to go back to, like, AJ gets hit with right hands too.
Well, here's the deal though. But here's the deal though. It's like this, you know, with AJ's, you know, listen, can Wilder beat AJ? 100% he can. Yeah, if he lands those shots on anybody, man, look, it's hurting. But that being said, listen, man, AJ has got more ways to win because AJ can put Wilder away too.
Yeah, but that more ways to win, sometimes it's like Nolan Ryan. All he has is a fastball.
Yeah.
But you still have, that's all he needed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wilder only needs one way to win because I mean, he landed that punch in the 12th round in the Fury fight after being outclassed the whole fight.
Right.
What's that tell you? I mean, there's no quick. Well, if he can land that punch on an elusive guy like Fury, you don't think he can land it on Joshua, a guy that doesn't move his head at all?
Well, I mean, hey, listen, man.
I would favor Joshua, but not by a lot.
Yeah, but, you know, listen to here, like you know, we talk about Fury's a good boxer and he moves his head and everything. Fury don't have much coming back either.
Fury hurt Wilder.
That kind of power.
Fury hurt Wilder. He buckled him.
He did. But what I'm saying is Fury doesn't have Joshua type power.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Joshua has power.
Yeah, but Joshua's not a one-punch knockout guy like Wilder is. He usually stops. All you gotta do is look at the Povetkin fight. Look at the Klitschko fight. Look at
the Klitschko fight. He put him out with one shot. It was one shot when he put him down.
No, the ref stopped.
That right hand he hit him with?
No, he got up. He knocked him down twice, and he got up, and then the ref waved it off when he had him up against the ropes.
Yeah.
So.
Were you surprised?
I favor Joshua in the fight, but not by a lot. I wouldn't bet the fight. Yeah. I wouldn't bet the fight. If Wilder was like a 3-1 underdog, I would take Wilder.
Yeah. Yeah, I would too. If he was the underdog, I mean, if he was the underdog, that's a smart bet. But yeah, man, like I said, to me, Joshua has more ways to win, but it's not a gimme. It's not a gimme. This guy is so freakish with his power. And Kavir hit it right on the head. He said Wilder has freakish power. Listen, man, he is so freaky with that power. He's so scary that any shot can end that fight. And he can end it in the 12th round. Somebody just said, what was he, 2? He said he was 209 for the Fury fight. I think that actually helped him in the Fury fight. I don't think 220, 230 would help him at all in the Fury fight. Because I think he
waited at 212. And then the night of the fight, he was like 209.
Yeah.
I mean,
man, that first right hand he hit him with.
I don't know. I think.
Wow.
I think if Wilder lands that right hand on AJ, he could stop him.
I don't think there's any question about that. Because I'll say this.
The thing is, can Wilder? See, Wilder was really hurt in the Ortiz fight, and he came back. But then again, Joshua was really hurt in the Klitschko fight, and he came back. So, I mean, you can make a case for both men here. You really can.
But I think that Wilder, I think that his right hand is bigger than Klitschko's right hand. Put it that way.
Absolutely.
I don't think there's any question, man. I think that's, absolutely. That's for sure the way it goes.
AJ's one thing about AJ too, he's a great finisher.
He really is.
And he's a good body puncher too.
And he's got heart, man. I mean, you saw in that Klitschko fight, man. I mean, that guy, that wasn't an easy fight.
Nelson's saying, why isn't Eric factoring in delivery of that power? Hand speed. Wilder is fast.
I am. I said he's got power. He's got power. But if you think about it, who's the better boxer? AJ's a better boxer.
Better boxer.
Who's got better footwork? AJ. Who's got? I mean, AJ's got more ways to. And can AJ knock him out? Yeah, AJ can absolutely put Wilder away. We've seen.
I agree. I favor AJ in the fight too.
Yeah,
but I wouldn't be comfortable.
Cozy says Wilder is faster than Joshua too, more athletic. AJ's stiff. You know, man, I don't know about that. I'm not 100%. It's not like AJ's not athletic.
And plus, because Wilder is so unorthodox.
Yes,
that would present problems.
You know what? I think that would be an X factor in the fight for me, is the fact that he's so unorthodox that he doesn't. But it's, you know, it
like
works
for Jones, though, right? Eric? It's like Roy Jones. It's like Roy Jones and Prince Nassim Ahmed. They did everything wrong, but they had explosiveness and they had speed and power and they had athleticism. Could we say
Right, but what happened when he ran into Marco Antonio Barrera? What happened when Roy Jones ran into Antonio Tarver? You know what I mean? Those guys are solid technicians.
But see, those guys have to make weight, and I think trying to make weight when you're an older fighter, I just think that in the Nassim Hamed Barrera situation, he was just outclassed in that fight. But Roy Jones, you know, he had issues with going up to heavyweight and then coming back down, and he was starting to get older too. He was like 35, 36-ish. But
he was never the same after that fight.
No, he never was.
He was never in the Tarver fight.
Never was.
He came back, got knocked out by Tarver, got knocked out by Glenn Johnson, got beat by Tarver again.
No.
He wasn't the same, man.
He wasn't
the same.
He really wasn't.
Yeah, it's a good fight. I mean, it's a good fight. I think the Fury fight's another good fight for him, because Fury is he's that technician, you know. And I mean, listen, even with those two knockdowns, I mean, everybody talks about that knockdown in the 12th round, and they were showing a highlight reel of it and everything like that, and that's great and everything. Listen, he lost the fight. He lost that fight, man.
Yeah.
We gave him 3 rounds in that fight. And they come up with a draw, and that's the best he came up with was a draw?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Tyson Fury doesn't get knocked down, he wins that fight.
I know.
Yeah, Boxing Freak 91 says AJ could frustrate Wilder with his boxing skills. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Think Fury beats AJ?
Ooh, man. I don't know. I don't know.
I think so. I think he has an easier time with AJ than he does Wilder. In my opinion. Because I think he could probably deal with AJ because he's not as awkward and unorthodox as Wilder is. That throws a guy off, man.
Right. And Fury, you know what? Fury's so good at dictating the pace of the fight.
And he can slow
He's a good defensive fighter. Yeah. You know?
He can slow the fight down when he wants to, too.
Yeah. He's such a good defensive fighter that he's able to dictate the pace. You know, kind of like a Bernard Hopkins did, kind of like, you know, Pernell Whitaker did. I mean, they're able to dictate, and guys that are high volume guys that go in there or throw a lot of punches, they don't throw a lot of punches anymore.
No.
Because they're afraid of getting countered. And we could say, like, in Fury, listen, man, Fury he doesn't have Wilder power, you know, and he's not that one punch guy. But look, man, he's a heavyweight and he's got some power. And he's got enough power to make you think about when you throw a shot, because what's coming back. You know?
I agree. People say Fury should have taken the Wilder rematch. Yeah, I think so too. I was shocked he didn't take that rematch.
I was too, man. So, you know, instead of taking a Wilder rematch, he signed on. I mean, they were saying, you know, and I don't know how true the rumors were or whatever, but some rumors I was hearing and reading and stuff like that said, like, stuff was getting ready to be announced in like a day or two. Like that rematch was getting ready to be announced for Showtime. You know what I mean? That rematch was, I mean, they were like getting stuff together to announce it. And then he took the shot to go to ESPN. or signed with Top Rank, and then signed up with ESPN and stuff, man. So, yeah. Champ Life says Fury's got enough power to drop AJ or make him respect. Yeah, absolutely he does. I agree with that. Yeah, like I said, man, anybody over 200 pounds can hurt you, man. And Tyson Fury can box and he can throw a punch. I mean, he's a professional fighter, so he can definitely hurt you. You know what? Kabir said Alexander Usyk may be the only guy that can beat Wilder. You know what, man? It's going to be interesting to see that guy move up to heavyweight.
Yeah.
You know, because he tore his, I think, what did he tear his bicep or something like that? It was something that he tore up.
You hear his arm, yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, yeah. And then, you know, I agree with Boxing Freakers, let him get acclimated. But it'll be interesting to see because he's not going to, if he takes to the division, his weight's good and he's able to handle the difference, the weight difference.
Yeah.
Get acclimated to it. It's not going to take him long. I mean, we're looking at like 1 or 2 fights before he's even in the mix.
That's true.
You know what I mean? That's one of those things where we're looking at like 1 or 2 fights before he's actually ready to get in the mix, and he'll go. I mean, they can put him in a title shot right away because he was, you know, former undisputed champion of cruiserweights. So where are you going to go? You know what I mean? They're not going to make him fight a bunch of contenders unless his management wants him to. You know?
Takam is a good opponent for him too.
Joe Lopez, yeah, he wants to know if Usyk is moving up. Yeah, Usyk has moved up. He actually had a fight scheduled and had to pull out because of an injury. I believe it was like a bicep tear or something like that. But yeah, Usyk is a very good boxer, very good technician, and he's going to make it if again the weight is not too much for him, and he can acclimate himself to the weight properly. He's going to make it very difficult in that division for a lot of people, man, because he's a different kind of guy, man. He really is.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, but he'll be back. I mean, it's just from what he should be back in a couple of months, but he had a fight scheduled, so he should be back in a couple of months.
Guys, there's 49 people in here. Why is there only 29 likes?
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. It's Friday. It's Friday night, Saturday night.
Manny, you did donate last week. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Manny, yeah, thank you so much,
man. That was
man.
very generous of you. Awesome. Really appreciate that.
Really, really appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much for that, brother.
And you know what? More than Manny donating last week, Manny's always here. You know what I mean? Always in the chat. He's a big supporter of us.
Manny's been around since the radio days.
What's that?
He's been around since the Rope and Dope radio days, back from 2009.
Yeah, man. So he's been around. He's followed you for a long time. He's followed this show for a long time, man. So we definitely appreciate the support.
Shout out to Manny Gattillo. He's from Massachusetts too, you know.
Is he?
Yeah, him and Georgie.
There you go.
What part of Massachusetts are you from again, Manny? I forget.
Why don't you buy these guys lunch? Why don't you buy Georgie some lunch or something like that instead of spending all your time with Lois? You know what I mean?
Please, Eric. You know where Georgie lives? He lives in Worcester. He lives like an hour and a half from me.
Oh man, like come on, Worcester, Mass.
He lives like out west.
Where are you in Revere?
North Shore.
You're in Revere, right?
Manny's from Lowell. Yeah, I'm in Revere.
Lowell.
Manny's about 45 minutes away.
Isn't Lowell where Mickey Ward is from?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then Marvin Hagler was from Brockton. How far are you from Brockton?
About maybe 25 minutes.
What do you live in the sticks or something, man? Where are you at? Are you how far from Boston are you?
Like 5 minutes.
Okay.
I'm like 8 minutes from the airport. I'm like fucking 8 minutes to the beach. I'm centrally located. All
right.
Yeah, I remember the blood boxing's still around, but Budafai is not. I think it's Budasai, the body banger. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him doing. Big Ragu's back though. He's back. Blood boxing's still around. He's got a channel. Revere has a beach actually.
I was thinking that too. It was like Boston has a beach. I was like, all right.
No,
So
it's Revere Beach.
So do you go to a lot of like do you go to like a Red Sox games or anything like that, or like Patriot games or anything?
I used to go to Celtics games. I used to go to Bruins games. I've never gone to a Patriots game. They went
Really?
they went to a Patriots game a long time ago. The only time I watch football is during the playoffs. I'm not even really a big football fan.
Yeah.
Outside of boxing, I like basketball.
What about the Red Sox? You ever been to the game?
Yeah.
I
I hate going to Red Sox games. I don't like baseball.
Baseball's just slow, man. It's just too slow
It's the
for me.
slowest sport. Johnny on the spot. John from Chicago. Follow the Beeb since the boxing voice failed show. They shouldn't have run UFC.
It's a fail show.
Oh God.
Oh. Hey, so let's talk about this real quick, man, because you did the Funktopus. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, Funktopus.
People's champ, the Funktopus. Look at that.
Go ahead, Eric. I'm sorry.
Side of the city. Georgie said Beeb lives on the good side of the city.
Yeah.
Hey, so yeah, let me see here. So you did you called the fight earlier with whatchamacallit, with Inoue, the Inoue fight earlier.
Correct.
And so let's talk about that fight for a minute here, because that fight went about as long as this one. I thought that I thought this was a 50-50 fight with Emmanuel Rodriguez and Naoya Inoue. I thought it was a 50-50 fight coming in. I'm watching it. I thought Rodriguez won the first round. Listen, man, you could argue that Inoue won the first round too. It was tight. Inoue was putting in shots, but Rodriguez was putting in shots. Let me tell you what it looked like.
I gave Rodriguez the first round.
I did too. I did too, absolutely. But let me tell you what I didn't like. What I didn't like was Rodriguez was getting hit way too much flush in that first round. And I told my dad, we were watching the fight, I said, look, man, I don't like him getting hit that flush. That's what bothers me. Yeah. That's not his game. That's not his game. He's not a slugger, man. This guy is a boxer. Yeah. This guy is a solid boxer, man. You know what I mean? This guy can fight. And for him to go and try to slug it out with Inoue, try to pull the macho card and try to slug it out with this dude, that was the wrong move, man.
No, I hear you. I hear
you. It was just a bad move for him, man.
Did you see how he threaded that punch through the guard of Rodriguez? Because Rodriguez had his hands up, and Inoue like shortened up his hook and stepped off to the side a little bit to create the punching angle for himself. And he did it all on the fly. Like, did you see how smooth that was? That move he made to land that left hook?
Listen, man, that guy. Listen, Inoue is clean. He's a clean boxer. He's
a sharp boxer, man. He can fight.
But I will tell you this, man. Rodriguez, to me, coming into the fight, was the better boxer. Inoue had to catch him with something, I felt, but like I said, when that first round came in, and he was getting clipped. Like I said, he looked like he took some shots, but you're not going to be able to stand there and bang with Inoue. You know what I mean? The guy's too big. But I'll tell you right now, I've been waiting. It's one of those things where like you see Inoue fight and you're like, man, I just don't know yet. You know, I got to see him do this, or I got to see him against this guy. I got to see him against top-notch competition. Look, we've seen him. Juan Carlos Piano was a fight I really wanted to see with Inoue.
Yeah.
Pasted that guy within a minute. You know what I mean? And then you say, okay, well, Emmanuel Rodriguez. Listen, I had Emmanuel Rodriguez. Listen, this is the fight I wanted to see him and Inoue, but the winner of this one is going to win this tournament. And I said, Inoue, I think Rodriguez is going to win this tournament, because I was very impressed with Rodriguez when I seen him. You know what I mean? I've seen him a few times, man. I was like, this guy is the goods, man. There's, if Inoue can get past him, fight goes 2 rounds. And I could say all I want, like, well, Rodriguez got out of his game plan, this and that. Listen, man, the guy did what he was supposed to do, iced him in 2 rounds. Listen, man, I'm a believer after that. You can't – what can I possibly say? What can you possibly say? You got to give him his credit. I mean, there's no more – hey, I want to see him against this guy. I want to see him. Listen, the guy is championship level. He's high level, man. That's just it.
Would you say that he's probably pound for pound the second hardest puncher in the sport of boxing behind Deontay Wilder?
Hard to say. I don't know. I'll be honest, man. I don't know. But listen, man, what is he, 118?
I'm
Maybe.
sorry. Go ahead.
What is he, 118? He's like 118?
118, correct, yeah.
What is he, like 10 pounds away from jockey weight? You know what I mean? He hit hard. I know, but there's no question.
You got to look at it relative to what he's doing against guys his size. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. I don't know. Whenever you see somebody like this that can just take apart people like that with one shot and turn a fight on one shot, and you even look like Chocolatito when he was in his heyday a couple of years ago, and Chocolatito like had that power, and you're just like, what in the world am I watching, man? We don't see lightweight guys like that. Guys 118 pounds or 115 pounds, putting them away. Those fights go the distance. They're fast-paced fights. They go the distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's a monster, man. They nicknamed him right, man. This guy could take out Godzilla. I mean, they got him pinned, man. He's a good fighter.
Logan Wolf just asked me a question. He said, Beeb, who's better? Teddy Atlas, Skip Bayless, Nick Wright, or Stephen A?
Teddy Atlas, son.
Honestly, I'm not a big Teddy Atlas fan, but if you put them in a group with those guys, I'd have to pick him.
What do you mean you're not a Teddy Atlas fan? Son, Teddy Atlas is the man.
I know you love him. That's your boy.
Dare you? Teddy Atlas, baby.
Teddy. Skip. Manny said Skip. Are you trolling me?
He's trolling.
Oh my God.
He's trolling.
Little Mike Tyson.
Little Mike Tyson. Yeah, you know what? And that's what they were calling him today, man. To Tyson from the Far East. That guy, yeah, he's got some pop, man. And how far, let me ask you this, Beeb. So how much longer can he stay at 118 before he jumps up to, what's the next one, 126 or 122? I think it's 122.
122 is the next one.
Well, how far can he go? Because Rodriguez was bigger than him. Rodriguez was bigger than him today.
Well, didn't Nonito Donaire go up to 126 at one point in his career?
I think so.
When he fought Nicholas Walters, he went up to 126.
Yeah.
And he got knocked out.
What? All right, so let's talk about that for a minute. So what do you think now? All right, so Nonito Donaire has kind of resurrected his career, no?
Yeah, but he's going to get hurt. He's going to get hurt against this kid.
I think he's going to get hurt too.
Yeah.
Once he got beat by Rigondeaux, how many people just counted that guy out? I did. Yeah. I counted him out.
Donaire fought Frampton at 126 too. That's right, Johnny on the spot. Thank you.
He got beat, didn't he?
Yeah.
I know he beat Frampton. Yeah. This seems to be a better weight class for him. I still think he gets murked. I really do. I don't think that this fight is close. I think he gets bombarded. I mean, and he's got power, but I don't know, man. I think, and I saw some people today, kind of defending Donaire and stuff like that, and he's a warrior, this and that. Listen, man, he's getting strung out, son. There ain't no way.
Donaire's 5'6".
Yeah. No way he's beating that guy.
No.
And who beats that guy? Is there anybody at 118 who beats him?
I'm not sure.
Let me see. Let me pull this up here. Let me pull up the rankings here. Give me 1 second here. All right, let's go down to 118. All right. Nordino Bali. Isn't that the guy that fought Rashid Warren? That's the French guy, right?
I think so, yeah.
That's the guy that beat Rashid Warren, I believe. He's the WBC champion. Yeah, I think that's a good fight. I think he's a good boxer. I think that's a good fight. So it's such a shame that Zolani Tete pulled out because that's a good fight too. There's a lot of good fights for him here.
Yeah, I could see him moving to 122, but I don't know if he'd do it right away. He's 5'5".
Who's there though? Who's at 122? Diego De La Hoya, Brandon Figueroa.
Yeah.
Not a lot of Danny Roman, Emmanuel Navarrete. I mean, yeah, he can make some money up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can make some money up there.
Yeah.
Johnny on the spot says that Inoue beats him by decision.
No, he's gonna knock him out.
Tony Ayo says that Luis Ortiz looked really old in the post-fight interview. I thought that he looked really out of shape in that post-fight interview.
Yeah. Shakur Stevenson's up. He's at 126. That's correct.
Yeah, but they're still building him though. They're not going to put him in with anybody of any caliber yet. Any top tier guys anyway. But the guy he fought last time, they said they didn't want him to fight him, and Shakur went in there and handled his business, so he did pretty well. Were you shocked? Let me ask you a question because a lot of people are talking about this Ortiz thing. Were you shocked at the way Ortiz looked?
Yes.
I was too.
Yes.
And they talked about Joshua not giving him enough money to come in and fight and everything like that.
He wasn't ready for the fight.
No, there's no way he could have beat Joshua.
No.
And there's no way he could have gotten in shape for that fight.
No.
Yeah, there's no way. I mean, there's no way he could have gotten in shape for that fight.
Well, that Joshua fight is
2 weeks?
It's 2 weeks away.
Yeah, 2 weeks away. All the heavyweights fight within 2 weeks. And then the blockbuster event with Tyson Fury and Tom Schwartz. That's 2 weeks after the Joshua fight.
Yeah, that's crazy.
What's he thinking? What's he thinking fighting Tom Schwartz?
I already told you. You liked it. I told you it was crazy.
It's insane.
I told you. I asked you when he signed the deal, who's he going to fight over there?
Yeah.
I told you. This is what we're going to get. Just like Crawford. Who's Crawford going to fight next? Kell Brook?
Yeah. You know, and have you seen Tom Schwartz fight?
No.
I went back and watched a couple of his fights. I've never heard of the guy. So I went back and watched a couple of his fights. And he's okay. He's just okay. You know, he's not like, I don't believe he's championship level. No. He's got his big claim to fame is his right hand. He's got a decent right hand, but I don't think enough to put anybody away, anybody with any kind of caliber away. Tyson Fury should just take this in a decision easy. Georgie's got a question. He says, how many fights can AJ put before Wilder to back-to-back that don't make money? How many fights can AJ put for Wilder back-to-back that don't make money? Listen, man, every fight for AJ makes money. No question about it. AJ's listen, all he has to do is fight in England. He makes money, you know? And if he's calling Deontay out and Deontay's not answering, nothing he can do about it. So he'll just continue to fight. And hey, if he fights in England, he makes money. So he can fight as much as he wants. He doesn't need Wilder, you know? Oh, he says not AJ. He's talking about, I guess he's talking about Wilder. UFC Trojan Zone, thank you so much. We appreciate it. How many fights can Wilder back-to-back? I don't know. Well, he's got 2 coming up. He's going to fight Louis Ortiz and, like David said, Louis Ortiz, Adam Konoski. I mean, so, yeah, I don't know. Dwayne M says, please, Eric. Just my opinion, man. So I'm assuming that's what Georgie meant. How many fights can Wilder get? And AJ, to me, AJ can keep fighting and still make a profit over in England because they love him. Wilder, not so much here. So Ortiz and Dominic didn't make money. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much. Listen, how much do you think Wilder got paid for this fight?
I'm not sure.
I don't know either. Yeah, I don't know either, man.
Find out.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll come out.
Yeah, I'm sure Dan will release it soon enough.
That's right. Yeah, right.
Fucking goofball. Wow.
How many fights? Read Georgie's question.
How many fights can Al push the Wilder back to back that don't make money?
What's he talking about?
I don't know how to answer that question.
Yes,
I'm not an accountant.
But the zone wants AJ in the USA to build up subscription. He's right. I mean, Dwayne M said that, and he's right. AJ, they want AJ to build up subscriptions, and yeah, AJ and Canelo are the two biggest. AJ and Canelo are the two biggest guys on the zone.
Yeah,
there's no question about that. They're the two biggest guys on the zone. You know what I find funny though is that Wilder said he's not under contract. This and that. He can go anywhere. Then you can fight anybody you want. Then why are these fights like, you know what I mean? Why? But AJ too. AJ's not, AJ's not innocent in this whole thing either. You know,
it's all
he can go in.
It's all about each guy getting the deal that they want. That's what it boils down to. That's all it boils down to. At the end of the day, it boils down to the money, like it always has. Yeah. No matter what they say, it's always about the money.
Yeah.
So
I would definitely agree with that. That's what it's going to be. How much? I mean, Wilder's not talking about $100 million or something like that. That's what he thinks he's worth. And dude, come on, man, you're not getting that money.
Well, Wilder's going to get a lot of money when he eventually fights Joshua.
He will. He will. I don't know if he gets $100 million. Well, I mean,
no, probably no. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, I don't know, man. All right, guys. Hey, listen, tomorrow we got Steve Kim on the show. So he'll be our special guest. So definitely come on and join us for that. Steve Kim coming on. And then it's at 7 p.m. tomorrow Eastern. So come back, tune in, and we'll have Ringside Robert on. He was on fire last week, no? I thought he was really good last week.
Yeah, he was on fire last week.
Robbie was killing it last week, son. All right, guys. We will go ahead and sign out. Have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.
Take care.